Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to work on some paper clusters. I saw a lady that had just done some recently. She called them paper clusters. When I first started seeing them, they were called clusters. I kind of started calling them ephemera clusters because I use a lot of ephemera in them. But today I wanted to offer you guys a freebie, and that's this page of ephemera that you could use to make clusters. And I know some of you are new to junk journaling, so you might not have heard of clusters before. So I was just going to show you a couple ways that I make clusters. And if you go to my blog, you can find this on my blog and you can download it and use it for free. You can use it in journals that you sell. Just can't sell this digitally anyway, or print them out and sell them. But you can print them out, cut them up, and make things out of them and put them in your journals and sell them. So the name of my blog, and I will have this in the discussion box so you can find it probably with a link on it, is vintageimages@blogspot.com. And when you go there, the front page, you'll see up in the name of the blog is C. Anders, and then I think it says author of printed ephemera, but I just put ephemera here. And then in the top left-hand corner, you'll see a little header. It says home, and then next to it, it says collage elements. And you click on that, and that takes you to the page that has the free collage page. And I probably will be able to get a link in the discussion box that goes directly to the collage page. So that might not matter. Just thought in case I don't, that I put that all out there. So this is what I'm using, these images here, and I've cut out 2 pages of them. And then what you want to do is you want to get some fabric scraps and some lace scraps to add to your clusters. And you use these clusters, you can make these and use these all over your journals. You can embellish them onto pockets, onto tucks. You can just embellish them on the page, clip them to the page, staple them, glue them to the page. So they're so useful. You could make tags and embellish the tags with these clusters. And maybe you won't feel quite so like, oh, a big tag and I have to figure out how to decorate the whole thing. I even use some of the clusters for the fronts of my journals. So if I get ones that turn out really good, I'll use them for that. So you fussy cut out a bunch of little things, little ephemera things from all over. And if you're out there finding ephemera and stuff like that, you have little bits of ephemera, save it because it's great for these clusters to make different ones like that. When I first started seeing clusters, it was from Jessica Rapp from, I think it's 2 Silver Oranges, and she had the 5-piece method, and you're not supposed to think about it. You're just supposed to put 5 pieces together and use 1 staple. I have moved on from that, but it's real easy way to start, where you just take 5 pieces of ephemera and you put them together. See, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to tear it in half so I don't have quite a big piece. And then I'm going to take a little bit of lace, and then do I have a little rose? I have the big roses. Did I cut out any of the little ones? There's a little rose. And you're not supposed to think about it too much. You're just supposed to, I have some stamps in here. I'm going to take one of these stamps and put it in there. And then we need 1/5 thing, so we'll use either pattern paper, which I have in the back. Well, let's use a little piece of fabric. And you just add that in there like so, and you put 1 staple in the middle, which I moved my stapler. I'll be right back. Okay, you put 1 staple in the middle and you staple it all. done, a cluster. Now she'd go back and she might put a button on that or she might not, just depends. When I was doing them like this, and I do every now and then do a 5 thing cluster, I would, and I would, if I was going to use it in my journal or on a pocket or something, I would go back and maybe glue some of this down depending on how loose it was. But that is one way to do it. That's real easy if you're starting out and you're not sure how to make collages and clusters. This is a really great way to just start out making clusters. And you can just set up 5 pieces of fabric, 5 pieces of lace, 5 pieces of ephemera, 5 flowers, and then you could just staple them all together. And there you got a cluster. And it's fun because if you just try to do it as mindlessly and not sit there and fiddle with it too much, when you're done and you start looking over all of them, you'll go, oh my God, that one's so cute. Now, some of them you won't like as much, but a lot of them you'll go, it turned out so cute. So, but as I said, I make clusters a lot because I find it to be a really fun artistic thing to do. But I've kind of moved on a little bit from doing it that way, and I glue and set things, and I don't do it mindlessly completely. I just try to set up some things and um, make something that is a little bigger, like so. Excuse me. And a butterfly. Now, that would be hard to staple all those together. So I'll start gluing it. And you can also ink the edges, which I meant to do before I started this. Ink the edges of some of these, and hopefully my glue's out. So I guess I will use this other glue. Nothing like being prepared here, people. I'll just use this other glue. And like I said, I do clusters all the time. It's just a really cool way to do artistic things and feel like you're really accomplishing something. And I saw the lady that made me think about doing this video and offering the um, free collage page because she had so many people saying they'd never done clusters before. So I was like, oh, we were doing clusters a year ago, or maybe it was a year and a half. There's a lot of people that don't know about clusters. Anyways, she sewed hers. I don't sew anymore, but she put one line of sewing on it, and I actually should have put some lace on that. And you know what? I wonder if I can still add some somewhere. Maybe not, but I could actually. I wonder if I can lift up the. Yeah, let's put that lace in there real quick before it dries. So I sometimes don't have very much time. And so when I have like 10 minutes, I'll go into my craft room and take about 2 or 3 of these and just set them up. I'll just set them on the table like that, not glued. And then later on, when I have a little bit of time, I'll come back in and glue them. So there's one. And I could go back and I can add a button. I could add another little this or that to it if I want to, but there's the beginning of it. And see, that can even make a pocket. If you put that on the side of something and glue it right here, that's a pocket. If you put it in on the side of a page and glue it right here, that's a tuck. If you put that on a guest check, that's pretty well covered the guest check. So there you go. You got one down. So now you just this is collaging. I don't want this whole piece. So what do I want to tear it? I want to tear it this way. I don't know if I want it that long. And see what I got here. I just got a couple pieces of fabric and a couple pieces of lace. Let's see. I have some lace that I like. Where did I just put it? There it is. Oh, I used it for that. I didn't bring any more but that. Okay, oh, here it is. Nothing like being prepared. I really love this lace. I've only got so much of it. It's kind of got a raised thing to it. I wonder if I should just put one in the middle. Anyways, when I'm doing it over here and just setting them up, I don't usually spend that much time thinking about it. I just kind of go for it. And a stamp. What kind of stuff have I got here? I guess I got this blue stamp. Well, that will hide all that. Oh, I like that. That's cute. And a rose. Yes. So there's a cute little one. And you know what? I'm just going to staple that one because it's close enough to everything that I can staple it. Everything will catch. And then I can glue it down a little bit more later on. So there's another one. Now we got to use this. This is a really cool piece of ephemera. We're going to tear it right in half. Crazy people just tearing things up. And we're going to use, let's see what we can do here. Oh, that's the wrong side of that material. I want to see her face, but okay, like that. Like, I think I'm going to cut this down a little bit. You got to use the right scissors. You must use the right scissors. And then that's way too big. That's way too big. Like that. Ooh, we are building something here. We are building something here. And then the flower is too big. Oh, a butterfly. I forget I have a butterfly. Oh yeah, there we go. So there's another one. I don't know if you can see that or not. It'll take me a little while to glue that together. So I'm going to set that over here. And we're going to do one more and then I'll let you guys go. So let's do the other half of this paper. And let's do some of this blue paper on this side. Like this. And this. And a little bit of this. And then we're going to take this lady, set her up in the middle. And we're going to add this. All right, there's another one. So there, I'll glue that all down. And there's another cluster, which is a collage, a little collage. So hopefully that'll get you started on making these clusters and collaging these little pieces, and you will get as addicted as I am. I do have to make myself stop on occasion and go, you have to use these before you can make more. So you'll have to let me know if that happens to you. And I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching.